was listening to Elon Musk the other day, and he had a really interesting way of looking at the world. He's like, why is there sex? I mean, he goes, you think about it, except for procreation, what's the point? And the point he was making is that the brain, all human brains are run by what he calls the monkey brain, which is the limbic system, which is all about instant pleasure, gratification, instant response, right? And the cerebral cortex, a higher level thinking, is run and managed by the monkey brain. So when you think about why people do what they do and why they make the choices they make, is because it's a limbic-rich world where you're not really thinking through what you're doing. It's just meet the pleasure quota, and that's it, right? So anyways, he's on a mission to see if he can alter that in the future, but it's so true when you think about why people get addicted. It's the pleasure. It's like, I gotta feel good, and I go do that thing that makes me think I feel good, but in reality it's doing so much damage and destruction, not only to the victims, but also I'd argue to the Johns. I mean, ultimately. I mean, they're spiritually in a very dark place.
I also, again, going back to, where is God in this? Everywhere. Because there is also redemption. We all are redeemable if you choose light, if you choose truth, if you choose God. Because a lot of these founders of these organizations, one was addicted to pornography at one time, and now he's rescuing girls. Another was he was a John, addicted to sex, and he has rescues, restores, reintegrates, like he's doing it from A to Z. That's Magdalene Hope. And then there was his name is Armin King, and I love him. He was an ex-pimp, and he's out of San Diego, and he has an organization called Pave to Great Futures. Yeah, Pave, something like that. God, I'm getting it wrong. Anyways, his organization is where he reaches out, because he's a Christian now, and he's reformed, and he has this organization where it's a culinary school, and he reaches out to gang members that they have no fathers, and that's what they do. They just go into pimping. Yeah. He goes, I didn't even know it, that word, human trafficking. He goes, that was like a dirty word to us. He goes, we just called it like pimping women. Like, he goes, human trafficking was like, and I was like, Armin, you're so funny, because pimping girls sounds worse than human trafficking. But he was like, I'm not a human trafficker. Right.
I'm in denial.
But he's an incredible, so bottom line is this. People that have done the worst, if they say yes to God and say yes to truth and light, can do incredible work. Because when I've been out with these people, girls will walk right past me like they don't trust me, but they'll go and talk to them. It means that they can reach certain people that we can't.